Okay, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who were well taught this truth. Peace and salutations be to the Akim that's pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Yashar, with a bar, back to you again, with another lesson. Lord, will it be edifying unto the elect. All right? And as you see in this article, all right, from WorldStar, all right, it says what? Elon Musk says brain chip implants can soon give human godlike powers. All right? And this ain't nothing but, Esau Edom with his lying wonders, All right, he's being exposed, man. He can't hide it, And this is why, these are billionaires. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, all right, and all these are billionaires who's being used, all right, who's part of this agenda, part of this movement, part of Esau Edom and this new world order, all right, bringing in this new system, which consists of what? C-hipping you people, man, all right, bringing in what? That MOTB, all right, and, anyone that's teaching outside of, the MOTB being the C-hip, all right, your ass either sold out or the Lord just isn't dealing with you, It just isn't given to you. All right, to think anything outside of that, man. All right, saying is what? Sin, or sleeping with the white woman, all that shit is off. All right, the MOTB is the C-hip. All right, and you can see it, All right, you see what, this agenda, all right, is pushing towards, man. All right, Esau Edom and his technology, all right, technocracy, all right. Now, it's a video, all right, which you can watch.
I think some kind of brain.
All right, but you get the whole concept, all right. This devil, all right, speaking, his blasphemy, all right, because everything they do, is what? Contrary, all right, to the Most High. And that's Esau Edom whole agenda. He's the wicked. He is the wicked. All right, so let's grab this. The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. It says, let's start at verse 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Yet the wicked is being revealed. All right, who is the wicked? All right, Esau Edom. All right, he is the wicked. All right, and he's being revealed. Everyone is waking up, all right, to his, his bullshit, his wickedness, all right, his lies, his schemes, his plots. He can't hide it anymore, man. All right, and it's all through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, through the prophets, who's the Lord's mouth, who's exposing him, exposing who he truly is. What you just had someone call up on, Alex Jones show, all right, speaking about the Edomites, how everything's lining up. So, you can't hide it anymore, man. All right, these devils, they spent billions, trillions of dollars, all right, to keep people blinded, all right, to keep you, docile, comfortable, all right, not knowing shit, all right, and they're trying to, what, keep you not knowing who you are, all right, and noticing who they are, all right, but, hey, we in those times, all right, and the Lord had put the Spirit, on the, the men, all right, before us, all right, the elders, apostles, bishops, the men that's speaking, all right, the 100% truth, all right, to bring out, all right, this word, man, all right. And this is what the most important, word out here. The most important thing on this earth right now. All right. Now, let's see. Let's jump to verse 9. It says what? Even him who's coming after the work of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Yeah, after the works of Satan, Esau Edom. All right. It's what? The physical counterpart, all right, of Satan. All right, he's the devil. All right, he's the deceiver. Devil meaning deceiver, man. you know, and he come to do the works of Satan. Everything he does, all right, is contrary to the Lord. All right, this is why everything is upside down. You know, all right, everything is just it's fucking backwards, man. All right, because hey, this is what the works of this devil. All right, he made it that way. All right, everyone is wicked. You know, everyone is against the righteous order of things, man. You got men with men, women with women. You know, everything is just needs to be destroyed. All right, I'm just say that. All right, everything needs to go. All right, it is. All right, and the Lord is going to come back to destroy this place. All right, and it says what? Signs and lying wonders. Yeah, his lying wonders. You know, his false miracles. Oh, you're gonna have powers. You know, the paraplegic be able to walk again. You know, the blind to be able to see again. Are these godlike powers? All right, but this is left hand side wickedness, man. All right, and if you just you receive that see hip and be deceived, your ass going to be destroyed too. All right, whether you believe it or not. You receive the see hip, are you going to be destroyed? All right, because it is more than just tracking down. They're able to track you down. All right, it's more to it, man. All right. So it says what? And with all deceivableness. All right. All right, that's Esau Edom for you, man. All right, you can't be ignorant of his shit. All right. So let's get this. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "At least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." And so, hey, you can't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man. His schemes, his plots. You can't be ignorant, man. All right, here it is. Hey, this word is out here. All right, hey, the word, hey, the light has come into the earth. All right, which is being this truth. All right, but what people love darkness rather than light. And that's why you can't receive it. That's why you can't receive it, man. They want to debate. Come against it. All right, but it's clear. All right, it's plain. All right, to the righteous. The elect understand. All right, that what this is the see hip. All right, the MOTB is the see hip. All right, the elect will know. So if you coming against that, you're just not part of the elect, man. Or your ass is sold out. Which what makes you not part of the elect again. You done sold out. You're getting paid off. To keep the word and switch up the doctrine. That the Lord is going to destroy you niggas, man. So let's bring it back. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us." Yeah, so he can't get an advantage of us, man. All right, he didn't got an advantage of what, 2/3. All right, you niggas that's in the world. All right, he got the advantage of you already. You'd have been deceived. So what? When he comes with his NWO, all right, which consists of what? C-hipping you. You're gonna be deceived already. Salakia. Hey. You all good, bro. All right. So yeah. So Esau, yeah, he got the advantage of 2/3. The scripture says, well, if it was possible, they should deceive the very elect. All right, so but the elect is not going to be deceived. The elect is not ignorant of his devices, man. All right. So let's move on. Trying to make it quick. Still at the plantation. So let's see. Let's jump to Revelation. All right, chapter 13. Let's start at verse 14. It says, "And he deceiveth them that dwell upon the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they shall make an image of the beast, which had the wound by the heel and did live. Yeah, so, and this image of the beast, all right, is Esau Edom, the system, all right? His technocracy, all right, his technocracy, man. His technology, what it says by those miracles, man. But, he deceived them. All right, which deceived them, man. Because all this is to deceive you. He knows what's going on. All right. And by the words, all right, these devils be speaking. Oh, these powers, God like powers, and soon to do this and that. It's all to what deceive you. All right, to get you what part of the program, part of their agenda. All right. It says, verse 15, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, so, who will not worship the image of the beast, all right, being his system, his technology, not receiving the C-hip, all right, is going to be killed. Literal or, killed from this society, all right? Being pushed out of this society, man, all right, for not receiving, all right, this C-hip, not being able to buy, sell, which is going to go into, being cast out, all right, of this society, not being able to keep up, all right, with this world, paying bills, driving cars, traveling, all that shit is gonna stop, and this is how he wants to make it. All right, now let's keep on going. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, and that mark going to what? Charagma. All right, means to imprint, which is something physical. All right, the charagma, the C-hip, all right, which is going to be imprinted inside of you, man. Whether it's your right hand, all right, well, you see examples, all right, in Sweden, all right, they're already, C-hipping, all right, and it says, well, in the forehead, so these is all his devices, man. And it says whether, you're what, rich or poor, it's not going to matter how much money you have, how poor you are you're going to have to receive, all right, that C-hip, or what, be killed, or what, cast out of the society, thrown in jail, persecuted, all these things, man. All right, and this is what it's coming down to. All right. So, yeah, it don't matter if you're a billionaire, are you going to have to receive it, and which is what I said earlier. All right, these billionaires, they're already, they're fucking sold out, but especially you niggas, your Jay-Z's, P. Diddy's, these billionaires, all right, that's under these devils, these niggas, all right, that's under these devils, all right, you're going to have to receive it too. And you think they're going to be, willing to give up those riches? Hell no, man. All right? And whether you're poor, walking on the streets, all right, you're going to have to receive it. All right? Or be cast out of this society. Which is, something you're going to have to willingly forsaking this place, man. All right, which the Lord is building brothers up, has built brothers up to already forsaking this place, man. Fuck this place, all right? Because we know, all right, once these things pop off, and he wants to, come with his NWO and C-hip and make it hard for the elect, all right, the Lord is going to intervene, all right, and destroy this place, man. All right? The MOTB, all right, being that last, prophecy. All right, and that's how we know we in the end. All right, because we see it. It's it don't take long. One day can change a lot. You know, one day can change a lot. All right. Hey, and things are gonna turn for the worse. Cause what? Hey, this place not gonna get. It's not getting better. You know. The scripture says, "Well, I would have healed Babylon." All right. Right, but this place is not gonna be healed. You know, everything is going for the worse, man. All right, Esau, Edom, he knows it. You know, the scripture says what, because he know he had but a short time. He know his time is short. All right, and that's why he's coming, you know, with this type of energy. All right, this careless energy, being that cruel Lord. You know, pretty much saying, hey, fuck what you people have to say. You know, and we trying to make things how we need to make it. All right, and if you want to get in the way of that, thrown in jail. All right, you want to come against it, thrown in jail. You want to speak out about it, thrown in jail, killed, persecuted. All right, he wants to come with whatever he got to come with. All right, for him to try to fill his belly. All right, you know, but the Lord said what? When he think he's going to fill his belly, all right, and the Lord is going to intervene. All right, when he thinks he's going to come with everything, you know, he's been plotting on. All right. You know, well, we're going to make it hard. You know, we're going to bring in the C-Hip. You can't drive. You can't go in the store. You can't live in this world. All right, you can live behind these bars if you don't want to receive the C-Hip. All right, and the Lord is going to put an end to it. So, you know, hey, this is what, you know, we patiently waiting on, man. All right? For this shit to go up. And the faster, you know, hey, this shit go up, and the faster, hey, we in the kingdom, you know? All right? Because, hey, this place has to be destroyed for the kingdom having to be established. All right? So, Lord willing, all right, this video is edifying unto the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Till next time, say Shalom.